Hello everyone, welcome to 10X Generation, and this is my road to $1 billion. So, in the last video, I talked a lot about relinquishing control, realizing that the thing that's keeping me back is almost my own hubris and my own need for control over everything that I'm doing, because that is precisely the thing that's keeping me back and making me go slow. I realized that as a developer, full control and full understanding is essential, right? In order to build, you have to know how it works, and in order to manipulate it, you have to have control over it. But as I'm building this business, I'm realizing that as the project becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and as I'm the leader of this particular business as the CEO, I cannot have full control and I cannot have full understanding of everything that's going on. Why? Because the entire business will be limited by my own rate of understanding, right? If we're building this new feature and it requires all these dependencies and requires all this over here and connections over here, if I have to sit down and learn all that, the business is not going. My entire team is going to have to wait on me, even though they get it. That is a huge problem. And even though I'm not there yet, I don't have a team, I need to start thinking in that way, realizing that that is the purpose of the team, to make up for my own flaws and my own gaps in understanding. Of course, doing the best that I can, but filling in my role, which is vision, which is the drive forward, right? It's not really necessarily about the details. It's about moving forward. So, but I have this uncomfortability. I'm not super comfortable with that idea. So instead of taking a huge step and saying, okay, let's just hire a developer. Let's just do that. Hire somebody who can program with me. The things that I don't understand, let's just do that. Hire them full-time, full benefits, get them 401k, all that stuff. Instead of doing that, I decided to take multiple tiny steps. And I think that's more effective in making sure you're making wise decisions. So instead of doing that huge thing, I decided to do something a little bit smaller. I have this YouTube channel where I make daily videos every single day on my progress towards my ultimate goal of becoming a billionaire operating $1 billion business. In order to grow this YouTube channel, I need to create more content. I need to create shorts, but I don't like editing. That's why I don't have any shorts, and that's why I don't do shorts, because I don't like editing. What if I could learn some leadership skills, dip my feet in with employment, understanding all that goes with it, whilst also bringing and building up my YouTube channel? I can do that by hiring an editor. So that's exactly what I ended up doing. Well, I didn't hire, but I'm going down the process of hiring. Right now, all I did was on my Instagram story say, hey, I'm looking for an editor for this much a month and this many posts. Anybody interested? And I got a couple responses. And that was super interesting. And it was really interesting how my mind went. My mind went to efficiency. It went to that first. And I don't think that's super effective for businesses, because this is the first thing I thought of. Honestly, I was like, what if I hired everyone who decided to join, right, for a reduced cost, right, and reduce work, and I have them compete, right? Where everyone posts their shorts, and whichever one does better gets maybe like either a bonus or doesn't get fired. But I realized that is, in building a business, it's not about efficiency, because you're dealing with people. It's never about efficiency. Let's say never, but let's not say never, but the primary is not efficiency. It's about creating a conducive environment for creation towards your goal. And that contention and that conflict and the competition that breeds, I don't think is good for what I want to build. So I decided to scrap that idea. And instead, we're going to have like tryouts pretty much. Edit some videos, see which one does better, and then only hire one. And as that goes well, we'll continuously build out the team instead of hiring all of them and having them compete with each other. And that just, it seems like drama inducing, and seems like there would be hurt feelings, and it doesn't seem good. So that's that progress. I and I feel this like almost a burden lift up. It's like, man, I now have this ability when I now have the comfortability now when I don't fully understand something, I realize something's going to take too long or do this, I now realize that I can ask somebody else for assistance. It may seem obvious, but I try not to ask for help too often. And I think that's a toxic kind of trait for me. But I'm learning, I'm getting out of that, and I feel less pressure on my plate. And a new pressure to become a good leader and effective leader. So that's really interesting. The second major thing that I wanted to say is, in building this program and doing all this, it's been very difficult. I came to find out that I had the wrong environment. The environment wasn't set up wrong, so a lot of the dependencies and it was a big headache. Hours and hours, just kind of like not much done, right? Completely focused, but because I don't know fully what I'm doing, I'm still learning, and not very effective. But I did make a little bit of progress, and I learned that the operating system that I'm using probably isn't the best. My primary is Windows, but if you want to build certain kind of applications, it can be a bit easier to do on Linux, because installing these packages and libraries is a bit more straightforward. So that's really cool. But yeah, that's really the two updates. I do these videos every single day. If you think this is interesting or inspirational or whatever, you can go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.